Have you ever wondered what nightmares could be hiding behind the perfect vacation? What if your dream getaway turned into a terrifying ordeal? Today, we embark on a journey into 5 spine-chilling vacation horror stories that will make you question the safety of paradise. Buckle up as we delve into the dark side of vacations gone horribly wrong. Our first tale takes us to a quaint, picturesque town nestled in the heart of the countryside. Known for its historic charm and timeless elegance, the Grand Victorian Hotel stood as a beacon of luxury amidst a backdrop of rolling hills and ancient forests. Emma and John, a young couple seeking a weekend retreat from the hustle of city life, checked into room 417 of the Grand Victorian Hotel. Little did they know, their escape into tranquility would soon unravel into a nightmare they could never forget. The first night seemed promising. The room, adorned with antique furnishings and draped in plush velvet curtains, exuded an air of romance and nostalgia. But as darkness cloaked the hotel in an eerie silence, strange occurrences began to unfold. Emma woke abruptly to the sound of faint whispers that seemed to emanate from the very walls of their room. John dismissed it as the hotel's aging infrastructure settling into the night. Yet, as the hours ticked by, the whispers grew louder, morphing into hushed conversations that echoed with an otherworldly chill. Objects inexplicably moved from their places, a chair sliding across the room, a vase toppling off a side table without any apparent cause. Emma, her nerves frayed by the palpable tension in the air, felt an icy breath brush against her cheek in the dead of night. It was on the third night that they encountered the apparition, a spectral figure cloaked in a tattered gown, its eyes hollow voids that seemed to pierce through the veil of reality itself. Emma's scream shattered the silence, reverberating through the halls as the ghostly specter vanished into the ether. Desperate for answers, they sought out the hotel's enigmatic manager, a stoic figure with eyes that held secrets older than time itself. Reluctantly, he revealed the tragic tale of Emily Hawthorne, a young bride-to-be who had met a grisly fate in room 417 over a century ago. Emily, betrayed by her lover on the eve of their wedding, had taken her own life within those very walls, her restless spirit forever bound to the confines of the Grand Victorian Hotel. Many guests had encountered her spectral presence over the years, drawn into her tormented world of love and betrayal. Emma and John, their once idyllic getaway tainted by the shadows of the past, checked out of the Grand Victorian Hotel with hearts heavy with fear and disbelief. The echoes of Emily's sorrowful whispers haunted their dreams for months to come, a chilling reminder of the thin veil that separates the living from the dead. Our next tale transports us to the sun-drenched shores of an exotic tropical paradise, a haven for wanderlust and adventure seekers alike. Claire, an intrepid traveler with a penchant for solo expeditions, embarked on a journey that would forever alter the course of her life. The island, with its emerald jungles and azure waters, beckoned to Claire, a promise of serenity and discovery amidst the chaos of modern life. Armed with a backpack and an insatiable thirst for exploration, she set foot on its pristine shores, unaware of the darkness that lay hidden beneath its natural beauty. Days passed in a blissful haze as Claire immersed herself in the island's rich tapestry of culture and traditions. Yet, beneath the veneer of paradise, whispers of a sinister legend lingered, a tale of a vengeful spirit that roamed the dense jungles, claiming lost souls as its own. One fateful afternoon, Claire met Alejandro, a charismatic local guide with a smile that could charm even the most wary traveler. Intrigued by his stories of hidden waterfalls and secret caves, she eagerly accepted his offer to venture deeper into the heart of the island, an excursion that would lead her into the grip of unspeakable terror. As they trekked through the labyrinthine paths of the jungle, Alejandro regaled Claire with tales of ancient rituals and forgotten tribes that had once called the island home. Yet, with each step deeper into the verdant embrace of the jungle, a sense of unease began to gnaw at Claire's spirit, a premonition of impending doom that she couldn't shake. It was nearing dusk when they stumbled upon an overgrown clearing, an altar of weathered stone adorned with wilting flowers and offerings of fruit. Alejandro's demeanor shifted, his jovial facade melting away to reveal a cold, calculating gaze that sent a shiver down Claire's spine. Before she could react, darkness enveloped her, a suffocating void that swallowed her whole, leaving only echoes of her screams echoing through the dense foliage. Search parties scoured the island in a frantic bid to find her, but Claire had vanished without a trace, leaving behind only questions and a trail of unanswered prayers. Locals spoke in hushed tones of La Llorona, the weeping woman who wandered the jungles in search of lost souls to join her in eternal torment. Claire's disappearance became yet another chapter in the island's dark legacy, a cautionary tale whispered by firelight to wary travelers who dared to tread upon its haunted shores. In our third tale, we embark on a journey to an uninhabited island shrouded in mystery and myth, a place where time stands still and the boundaries between the living and the dead blur into oblivion. The island, with its rugged cliffs and windswept shores, had long been a forbidden sanctuary, an enigma wrapped in tales of cursed treasure and restless spirits. Yet, for a group of intrepid friends seeking adventure beyond the confines of civilization, its allure proved too irresistible to ignore. Armed with tents and provisions, they set sail under the cloak of nightfall, a motley crew of thrill-seekers drawn together by a shared hunger for the unknown. The sea, an inky expanse that mirrored the darkness within their hearts, whispered tales of ships lost to the siren's call and sailors who vanished without a trace. Days turned into weeks as they navigated the treacherous waters that guarded the island's secrets, their laughter mingling with the mournful cry of seabirds that circled overhead. It was on the third night that they made landfall, a triumphant chorus of cheers echoing through the mist-shrouded trees as they pitched their tents upon the island's ancient soil. Yet, as twilight descended upon the camp, a palpable sense of unease settled over the group, a primal instinct that whispered of unseen dangers lurking in the shadows. The air, thick with the scent of brine and decay, seemed to constrict around them, suffocating their laughter and replacing it with a silent dread that pulsed beneath the surface. It began with whispers, faint, indistinct murmurs that danced upon the wind like specters of the past. Shadows moved with a life of their own, weaving through the darkness with an ethereal grace that defied rational explanation. And then came the laughter, a haunting melody that echoed through the trees, its source obscured by the veil of night. Terrified and bewildered, they huddled together beneath the feeble glow of their campfire, their eyes darting nervously at the shifting shadows that prowled just beyond the circle of light. The night wore on, each passing hour stretching into eternity as the island's malevolent spirit toyed with their sanity, testing the limits of their resolve. Morning brought no reprieve from the terror that gripped their hearts, a relentless barrage of inexplicable phenomena that defied all logic and reason. Objects moved of their own accord, their laughter drowned out by the mournful wail of a solitary figure that wandered the beach at dawn. It was then that they discovered the truth, a grim testament to the island's cursed legacy. Beneath the sands, hidden from prying eyes, lay the remnants of a forgotten tribe whose souls had been claimed by a darkness that hungered for the living. Their ancient rituals, steeped in blood and sacrifice, had bound their spirits to the island's soil, a testament to the folly of those who dared to defy the veil that separated the mortal realm from the realm of the dead. With trembling hands and hearts heavy with dread, they abandoned their camp and fled the island's cursed embrace, vowing never to speak of the horrors they had witnessed. Yet, in the quiet moments that followed, their dreams were haunted by the specter of La Isla de las Almas Perdidas, the island of lost souls, a place where the living dared not tread, lest they become ensnared in its eternal torment. Our next tale unfolds amidst the towering peaks and dense forests of a remote mountain range, a place where the boundaries between reality and nightmare blur into oblivion. The Thompson family, eager to escape the monotony of city life, embarked on a scenic drive through the winding roads that crisscrossed the wilderness. Armed with a sense of adventure and a map that promised untold wonders, they set forth into the unknown, oblivious to the darkness that awaited them. The road, a serpentine ribbon that wound its way through ancient forests and jagged cliffs, beckoned to them with promises of breathtaking vistas and hidden treasures. Yet, as the sun dipped below the horizon and cast long shadows across the landscape, their journey took an unexpected turn into the heart of darkness. It was on the third night that they encountered the cabin, a weather-beaten structure nestled amidst a grove of towering pines, its windows shattered and its doors hanging askew. The air, heavy with the scent of pine needles and decay, seemed to hum with a malevolent energy that set their nerves on edge. Inside, the cabin was frozen in time, a relic of a bygone era filled with echoes of laughter and whispered secrets that lingered in the dust. Old photographs adorned the walls, their faded faces staring back with eyes that seemed to follow their every move. As darkness descended upon the mountains, a chill wind whispered through the cracks in the cabin's walls, a mournful lament that echoed through the silence like a ghostly requiem. Footsteps echoed on the porch outside, their rhythm steady and relentless as they approached the cabin with a purpose that sent shivers down their spines. It was then that they discovered the truth, a grim testament to the cabin's haunted past. Decades ago, a family had sought refuge within its walls, unaware of the darkness that lurked in the shadows. Their laughter had turned to screams as a malevolent presence claimed them one by one, leaving behind only silence and sorrow. The Thompsons, their hearts heavy with dread and disbelief, fled the cabin at first light, their minds haunted by the specter of the family that had once called it home. Yet, as they drove away from the mountains and back toward civilization, they knew that some horrors could never be escaped, that the darkness that had touched their lives would linger in the recesses of their minds forevermore. Our final tale takes us beyond the tranquil waters and into the heart of darkness, a place where the line between reality and myth blurs into oblivion. The Ocean Spirit, a majestic cruise liner that promised luxury and adventure on the high seas, had long been a beacon of opulence amidst a sea of uncertainty. Yet, beneath its gleaming facade lay a darkness that few dared to confront, a darkness that hungered for the souls of the living. Passengers boarded the Ocean Spirit with hearts full of anticipation and excitement, their minds filled with dreams of far-off lands and untold treasures waiting to be discovered. Yet, as the ship set sail into the boundless expanse of the ocean, a palpable sense of unease settled over the vessel like a shroud. It was on the second night that the whispers began, a soft, insidious murmur that danced upon the wind like the echoes of a long-forgotten melody. Shadows moved with a life of their own, weaving through the corridors with an ethereal grace that defied rational explanation. Passengers reported sightings of ghostly figures that roamed the decks at night, a spectral woman in a flowing white gown, her eyes haunted by an eternity of longing and loss. Phantom footsteps echoed through the halls, their rhythm steady and relentless as they traversed the ship with a purpose that sent shivers down the spines of those who dared to listen. Crew members, initially dismissive of the reports, soon found themselves at the mercy of forces beyond their comprehension. Doors slammed shut of their own accord, their hinges groaning under the weight of an unseen presence that prowled the ship's labyrinthine corridors. It was then that they discovered the truth, a grim testament to the Ocean Spirit's haunted legacy. Years ago, a tragic accident had claimed the lives of several passengers, their souls forever bound to the ship that had promised them safety and sanctuary. Among them was a bride-to-be, her wedding dress stained with the salt of the sea, a spectral reminder of a love that had been lost to the depths of the ocean. Passengers, their dreams shattered by the specter of death that haunted their every waking moment, abandoned the ocean spirit at the nearest port of call. Yet, as they disembarked and bid farewell to the cursed vessel that had nearly claimed their lives, they knew that some horrors could never be left behind, that the ocean's embrace held secrets best left undisturbed. These are just a few tales of vacations gone horribly wrong, reminders that even paradise has its dark side. As you plan your next journey, remember to tread carefully and heed the warnings of those who have encountered the unknown. With that said, thanks for embarking on this journey with us, and until next time.